What's going on, everybody?
How's it going, guys?
There's a lot of like clicking and pushing and all that. I wish it was so seamless, you know what I mean? But
well, we need a third person just running the background.
Run that back,
Answer the questions.
But what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week here at the Hydeout. Again, another beautiful Saturday where we're gonna just talk all things that come to mind. I'm not even label it anymore. Like it's just everything,
And we have a topic, and then either we get sidetracked or the chat decides to take us somewhere else.
Take us along with the ride. You know what I mean? So, no, I love the concept of the show. Like you were saying last week, it's the you guys that we do it for the response, so that way we can just have a good, wholesome conversation.
Yeah.
So, super excited again. It's gonna be a weird show today. Let's see here.
What you got?
I got a little bit of news. I was
my news has been lacking. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not the best news. But let's see here. The most one of the most important topics is what the forecast for Marvel looks like as far as next year, 2026. So I am seeing here that they have Wonder Man, they have Daredevil Born Again season 2. I'm assuming in March-ish.
Yeah.
The Punisher special presentation, X-Men 97 season 2.
Gonna be good.
Spider-Man, I've been hearing good things as well. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2.
They need to bring that one back, but okay. It was enjoyable until the last episode, until the last the Watcher.
Let it be its own thing, man. Let it be its thing. Let it be the discontinuity of your continuity. You know what I mean?
You said just go. You embrace some of what I do. Just go with it for fun.
Yeah, for funsies. Let it be a funsie project. For Marvel.
I guess
we'll give them some slack.
I'll give them a little bit right there. You guys are getting chopped off at the knees, anyways. I'll give you something.
It's merely a flesh wound. But I enjoyed it again for the fact that you established such a distinctness between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like when you really were breaking that down for me, I was like, yeah, I see the confidence. It's literally puts the mask on, a whole different guy. You know what I mean? So I was Bree put on the Amazing Spider-Man last night, and so that was again fun to see Andrew Garfield. Okay, clumsy, really, goofy, Peter Parker. But his Spider-Man quips were on point.
Yes,
confidence level. And then again, the spider food, didn't even know about it. You know what I mean? Like when you said spider food, I was like, shut the hell up. You really sound like sometimes you pull it out of your ass just because I'm gonna go with it, but it's I gotta know better than that. Like you wouldn't come with facts if you didn't know.
We're gonna have to do some shit like that one day, just where I'd start naming crap and you have to guess which one is fake.
Yeah, that would be funny. Honestly, I like that.
Just you'll be there. You're like, well, I don't fucking know.
Which of these breathing styles is in the Demon Slayer? Right? Just label
randomly throw another one.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, man.
So, but yeah, no, it was cool to see that again.
Yeah.
And then I actually caught that which one they were showing that he had a little bit of his Spider-Man-isms in Civil War. When he was fighting Bucky and Sam in the airport, he was doing a little bit,
and then it kind of left.
I see what you're saying. But yeah, so I'm seeing those little connections and stuff. And then I never got to tell you. Last week it came in, like I think we walked by it or whatever when we left after the show. I had to buy the 3 DVD set of the Spider-Man. I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no more. I was like, when is No Way Home coming to streaming? Like,
it said it in the name, dude.
No way are we going home. Like, but yeah, no, I was just like, oh my, it was bothering me, bro. I was like, I really want to watch No Way Home. Yeah. I was like, so I bought the little sale. It was on a sale, a 3D 3-set DVD set. Yeah, and I watched that one again. It felt good. And then I'm embarrassed to say this, but I didn't catch it the first time until this second watch around. That when Tobey Maguire was telling Andrew Garfield, that he was amazing. He's like, no. He's like, let's go back to that. I'm a loser. Yeah. So he's like, I'm lame. He's like, no, you're amazing. Yeah. You're really amazing. Yeah. Literally, like it's just like I never got that. I was like, that's cool. And I got the back part where it's just like hurt my back one time. Like,
when you can do it so many,
But to imagine the back pop that he needed his own strength Spider-Man. So, like that, you think about it, a chiropractor can, pop.
Yeah, do only so much.
Yeah.
That's why I think certain heroes are like, do like medical stuff on their side too.
Because they have those things.
Yeah, they have the ability because they're like, your body is not going to be attuned to a human doing this. You need somebody with more strength to pop, like to put you in place, or like sometimes they want like your anatomy changed a bit, so now I need to understand it, But yeah, specialized.
So, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, damn, imagine that. Because watching Amazing Spider-Man, that was like a good interpretation of his immediate like strength. Mm-hmm. Like what usually was a mundane task, he was just breaking the knobs. He was breaking the bathroom apart, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then at the very end, like he had to like literally barely touch the toe. He's like, is this from, just doing what I'm doing? Like, holy crap, you know what I mean? So that was I thought it was, pretty cool to see that,
Dude, like that's why I loved the Superior Spider-Man comic so much.
Okay.
When Doc Ock takes over Spider-Man's brain, like they like swap places. Uh-huh. And when Doc Ock is trying to take down like a regular thug or something, he's used to regular human strength. He doesn't know Spider-Man's ability yet. So he goes and he's like trying to take somebody down or fight him or whatever. And when he does it, he like
kills him.
He like punches a hole through him. And he's like, and then it clicks. That like light bulb pops off and he's like, this fool's been holding back this entire damn time. Like, how the hell is he throwing punches with me, and I'm over here thinking I got him on the ropes, and he has this?
Did he use it for bad?
Oh yeah, no, like he did, but he didn't.
This the power that I hold in my hand.
No, like it was funny, dude, because he did use it for bad, but it was like a good bad because his whole thing was that's like why they titled it "I Am Superior to You," Superior Spider-Man.
Okay,
he wiped out everybody. Like most of his competition, gone. Most of everybody.
Spider-Man himself, not Doc Ock.
Doc Ock Spider-Man.
Doc Ock.
Yeah, the Superior Spider-Man is
Spider-Man with Doc Ock. With Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay. So he took out most of his competition. I think he locked up most of his people. He built Parker Industries as Peter Parker.
So where's Peter Parker in this?
He's trapped in Doc Ock's body in prison.
Dang.
Yeah, it's well, I think he's in prison because I think like later on
because he can't get to him. Or
I think later on he tries to break out or something, or the Avengers are doing something, and he tries to talk to like the people, and he's like, "Y'all need a." He's like, "That's not me." And they're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So they're all trying to figure it. Like,
so he did this in prison. Doc Ock was able to make this thing. Yeah. And he like called Peter to come see him or visit him.
I forget exactly how it went down. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
But again, I'm glad we're talking about this because I was actually wanting to ask you. That was one topic I wanted to bring up was, what was the storyline that Amazing Spider-Man was going with? Like, were they comic accurate? Like, as far as like Gwen Stacy was Gwen Stacy meant to pass, and then he finds Mary Jane. Like,
I think that happens in one of the comics. Yeah, because what the movies keep doing is they kind of take like a selection and they kind of bundle them in. Okay. So it's not like, oh, we're just doing this in one stream. It's like we're taking this main storyline from this story, but bundling in some of the effects from over here or the villains and stuff from over there. So it's like, I think in one of the major ones, I think it was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's where the whole Venom thing is different. Gwen and him are going out. I think Gwen hates Spider-Man because her dad, the cop, was killed on duty, and they blame Spider-Man.
The storyline of Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that's what I mean. Like so many different
iterations are
and
being
then they
melted together.
Yeah,
like,
and it's kind of hard to pull out which ones they are.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Gwen Stacy dies in one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, but then the other one that he actually goes out with her.
The thing is Gwen Stacy was never meant to be, right? MJ is his end game, right? In all storylines,
unless you have Silk in there. So it.
I was like, I feel like I seen a comic line where he's like making out with some chick,
yeah, on the ceiling.
I think so, yeah.
And his girlfriend walks in. I think it's Gwen. Silk is Peter's counterpart. Technically, she was bit by the same spider, and they just held her in a room. They basically quarantined her and were studying on her. And when somehow or another Peter finally found out like something went on, I forget the whole storyline because there's so much. Dude, you start reading.
I was like, to have this much knowledge, I would have been like tap out. Sorry, like I do not recall. Do not want to make a fool of myself. You already know remember more than me that I would.
Dude, I sometimes I want to go back and reread it just to refresh my memory.
100%.
And then I'm just like, I don't remember any of it.
I feel like that would happen again. What we discussed literally before the show, on Attack on Titan. Like, you know, it is such a good show. I remember it. I was like, yo, this shit is wild. Tell me if I were to rewatch something, I'd be like, no way that happened. Yeah. I do not recall that at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's why I love specifically Attack on Titan too, because the foreshadowing is so major. Because even in the first episode opening credits, the freaking you know where they give you the name of the episode? Mm-hmm. Episode 1, whatever. Mm-hmm. I think it's 2,000 years from now. On that credit card, that scene, you see a boat and 2 different islands. They already told you, here's Marley, here's Parody, and here's a boat coming to one of them.
Wow.
And I'm like,
it's animated?
No, it's not even movie. It's like one of those like a rune, like somebody etched it in. Like in I think in the second one where the second season where you see the wall and that you see like art or something depicted on it.
Calligraphy, not calligraphy,
like hieroglyphics type stuff. Yeah, they like have all the scenes on there, and they're like, oh, what does this mean technically and whatnot. They have that on a lot of the opening cards, and with that, it already
does it make you mad? Like like
I love it.
Did you really? Okay, like I was about to say, like being so like astute to like details like that when it slips by you. I was wondering, like, does that like get you like touche, motherfucker? Like, you know, what's good, Wolvis? Yeah, you're right in the realms. We're talking heavy on Marvel or like Spider-Man and all their arcs and stuff. But we went on a Attack on Titan ramp as we speak. Yeah. So, but yeah, like
I do get mad that I don't catch certain stuff, but then I also enjoy it so like it gets me so excited to rewatch afterwards because I'm just like the first time,
I would have wrote it like that too.
Dude, like I wish I would have thought about that. Like, dude, like especially some of the way he guided your view of things. You're just like, yo, I never like okay with. Real quick, with the steam coming off of Aaron's head,
I was about to say
it's like an anime thing. It's like, he's like, oh my gosh, my head hurts. It's like still confused or whatever. No, that's him healing. on like something so simple that you didn't realize in the first one until you go back around and you're like, mother, like, damn it. Like when you read the manga and you're farther ahead, sometimes you're just like, hold up, and you go back and you're just like, oh,
dude.
Yeah, man.
Shut up. What?
That sounds like
I was about to say, that's a way to. I just bought a 3D, 3 DVD set, and watched it on my 55 inch. What ifs? What? I had a bag of popcorn and some chocolate. Yeah.
He said, I had an orchestra. Where you at?
Dang, well, that's a way to freaking watch it, bro. Show.
Dude, that sounds cool.
Yeah, dude, unreal is the word I guess you could say. That's cool. Yeah. That is so awesome.
I love how they do that though. Like when they have orchestras.
Yes, I missed it on the Naruto. I wanted to go. Apparently, they were doing like a certain arc, and it was all orchestrated. All the orchestra was in the downtown Fort Worth.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
At the Levi Stadium or something like that. Yeah. Is it the Levi? So yeah, I love that too.
Is it Levi or Dickies?
Dickies. There we go. Dickies Arena. There we go. But dude, that is dope. Yeah, I just got the DVD set. We just said it. I was talking about that. I was like, I had been wanting to watch it. You can't stream it nowhere. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm buying it. I was like, I don't have any of them.
In that boat with you too, because I'm with you right there. Like, I'm glad Disney has the other ones, but I need No Way Home to finish out. I want to go watch all of them again.
Yeah, exactly. Bree was like, okay, let's watch No Way Home. And I was like,
we can't.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Behind the scenes are always great, dude. Like, I love when shows do the behind the scenes. You know what I miss? I don't know if Wolfus, if you remember stuff, because I feel old sometimes. Do you remember when Pixar and them used to do bloopers?
Yes! I was because we were watching Toy Story. I was like, and then Cars. I was like, dude, these were awesome. Like when he fell, when he fell in the tape, and he's like, like, dude, I said the same.
The freaking Monsters Inc. ones when she comes out the door, it's like, bruh. And I was like, dude, those are so great.
Huh. Without Star Trek? Didn't he go without Star Trek on his own? He went in like he's
at the end of
No Way Home, right? That's what he's talking about?
Yeah.
When he goes on his own with Star Trek. He didn't take any Star Trek, right?
No, I don't believe so. Technically, you know what? That's trippy. Now that brings it. Thank you, Wolfus. Now that my brain is bothered by this.
What?
Nobody remembers Peter Parker in that realm, right? You said nobody. Computers aren't a person. His stuff is still within Stark Industries. Can he still get access to Stark Tech?
Interesting.
Can he still go walk up in there and just be like, "Oh yeah, beep beep, I'm in."
Who are you? Huh? But what do you think? He's gonna walk in there, grab his suit, the Mach? What was it? The Mach 8 or? Can't remember what it was called that he sent out or something like that.
It was like Locker 49 or something. But I don't think it had a Mach number to it.
There you go, Locker or something. Yeah, like that. Right. But
dude, Rush Hour bloopers were great too.
Yeah,
Rush Hour is
filter fish, filter fish, go filter fish, filter fish.
When he comes out, cheese. What? It's freeze. Dude, it was so great. But that doesn't make sense. You can't wipe a computer memory like you're wiping a person.
But he's Peter Parker, so like.
But he made everybody forget he was Peter Parker. It wasn't the ending where he like made everybody forget Peter Parker existed.
Was Spider-Man, so.
No, he made everybody forget that Peter Parker existed, right?
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. So he technically has no database, no fingerprint for it to recognize him.
But it's still going to recognize the fingerprint. It's going to access the fingerprint, but it has no connection with like the visual ID.
He's gone. He has no data in the computer if that person never existed.
But he wiped everybody's memory. He didn't wipe every ounce of him off the planet. The computer has a memory of its own.
It's a big loophole here. This is too sophisticated for Marvel. We're not going to go down this road because you know why? They're not going to put it in Doomsday or Secret Wars. So let's just nip it in the butt. Like
he said the computer's looking for Peter Parker, but if he doesn't exist, technically it's looking for someone who doesn't exist.
That's what I'm saying.
But
thank you. So eloquently we put it.
But the only issue with that is that it's already in there.
Magic in it.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever watched. I told you about it. Pitch Meeting, where the guy like gives you a breakdown of the movie. And he'll tell you like all the big like, well, this messed up and this messed up, but this is how. And they're like, oh, so why did this happen? And he's like, so the movie could happen. I'm like, ever since I showed my wife that, whenever me and her can't explain something, it just so the movie happened.
That's our like kind of our thing. I was like, it's a movie, like. The longest runway ever in Fast and Furious.
Yes. Dude, for real, that I think they actually did it and then
10 seconds is the long, but nothing will ever beat Dragon Ball's timeline. Like Frieza's 5 minutes was the longest 30 or 3 hours of your life, 6 hours of your life.
For real. But it was explained technically with how fast your brain can process things in a life or death situation. 5 minutes could extend out to like 30 to an hour.
I don't want to think about that. Good vibes. No. But yes, no, Marvel, again, Sony, what I was trying to say, let's just stop there because it's not going to be answered. Doomsday is not going to bring up that. Probably it's just, really cool or that's what I say. It's just going to happen. He's going to have the suit. And then we're going to, realize your answered question. Like, okay, the system remembered who he was. You know what I mean? But there's going to be people like us that argue, though, what the fuck? He doesn't exist. So how did they scan him? There should have been nothing that could scan.
But his fingerprints and everything is already in the computer. So it accepts the fingerprints, but it can't accept the person.
How about it scans it, it confirms it, but an unknown identity is what.
Yeah. So because isn't his like facial recognition too? So you technically don't exist, but it's like that the computer has a problem. I would love something like that.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean, like a glitch, like confirm,
denied.
But or like a question mark in the picture, like unknown identity. You know what I mean, or something
Security.
like that, like straight up. Can I get my manager, please? But no, that's crazy to think about that. But yeah, begin. I'm glad we're all on the same boat, both on bloopers and No Way Home. Like again, it's just been itching me. It's just been itching. I was like, I need to watch this. I like the spider senses that it can still move in the what is it? Dimension? Jesus.
The mirror dimension?
No, when he like pushes
he moved his spiritual form out of his physical form.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I can't remember what it was called. The spiritual realm, right? Or he's in the spirit realm, whatever.
He never made him in a different realm. He just disconnected his body.
Yeah, so it still was moving, you know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty cool.
I loved how you saw the little spider sense going off though.
Oh yeah. In the realm. Yeah, no, it is freaking dope. So I liked it. The mirror dimension was dope. It was good. It was good overall. I just caught, some things like where he kept rewriting the spell like a little bit more, and he was like erasing it but putting it down into another section and another subsection, like you know what I mean. So I liked it. Again, it was something I needed to watch again. Like I was just like, and then I was remembering the previews for it where I saw Lizard's head get hit, and it's just like, damn, who approved this trailer? Like it was just like a hair long, like you know what I mean? Like they didn't full screen it to make sure like it was at the end of the clip, like there you go, astral form. There you go. Toby.
I don't think.
I say Toby, not Andrew.
Why?
I don't know. I've been heavily hearing more about Toby. I had heard nothing about Andrew.
I would prefer Andrew over Toby. I think it's just like Toby had more movies. He had more time as Spider-Man. Like let Garfield get some
love.
Yeah. And his portrayal as Spider-Man is always one of my favorites. And just, I mean, it would be awesome to get both. But I mean, then again, me and you already said, if you're going to do this, go out with the bang, just get them all.
Yeah.
Do them all. Give us everyone.
Just confetti. Like, here we go. Party. What is that theory? What is that theory? Because again, what I've heard is the 3 dimensions are coming together, and that's what causes Battle World. Is all these 3 multiverses are coming together and collide, and so I think it was Toby's universe, and Toby was in the X-Men universe or something like that to explain that, like they were together in that realm but didn't know of each other, and then the Fantastic Four, etc., etc., etc. Coincidence? I think not. That will always be my connection to coincidence.
It's yeah.
Incredibles.
The new Frankenstein movie. I kind of heard something about it with Del Toro taking it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know why they're remaking some stuff, but okay.
They said it was pretty good.
I don't know.
Yeah, you hadn't heard anything or watched anything?
I haven't heard anything about it.
It's pretty good previews.
The only reason I heard anything about it was because somebody was like, "Oh, what do you guys think about Del Toro's Frankenstein?" I was like, "Yeah, they're redoing this." Like, I thought it was like coming out later. Is it coming out soon?
Next year, I believe.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard anything. But for him to be pulled out or like dropping it, that does make it. Oh, it makes it suspicious. But that means I don't know.
Because Doomsday was already done filming, I think,
but they were doing other stuff, and they still haven't finished the ending, and you still have Secret Wars.
Yeah, no. Secret Wars, I think, is already going to start filming next spring.
Yeah, but the rewrite for the ending, or the unfinished ending for Doomsday, kind of leaves room open for him to come in at the end into Secret Wars. Because they haven't finished filming either.
Okay. You guys know more than me. Again, this goes back to I watched Guardians of the Galaxy thinking I was going to find the Easter egg that no one ever found because I was just going to find it. But I'm not comically versed at all. So I was just watching that movie 160 times for no reason, for funsies, So, but as far as like the comic line, again, they're pulling from, they're not, directly, relating it. But what do y'all think? Like, what do you think as far as comic lore and what they can do with where we're at?
I don't know, because they went kind of left with a lot of things after a while. But I have to agree with Wolfsis. That would be amazing to have all those lined up together. Toby, Spider-Man, Wolverine. That was
kind of in a sense of the 3 Spider-Man on the Statue of Liberty when they came together in their own stance. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was freaking awesome.
Yeah. But then imagine that with all those. Yeah. That would be cool. And
like the X-Men 97 starting scene when they all came together.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to say, you have to include the X-Men into that too. Because I think like along with Wolverine, you have to have some of the X-Men in there too, with like Spider-Man kind of on their side. Because Spider-Man's teamed up with just about everybody.
He's the homie. He's teamed up with everybody. He's an Avenger because he's good with Johnny Storm, right? They're like homies and stuff. So,
well, that's Fantastic Four.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he teams up with it. I said Fantastic Four. I swear to you.
You said Avengers.
Did I really? Okay, but Fantastic Four, so Johnny Storm and stuff. So I heard that they were really homies.
They're bros. Yeah.
So I thought that was man, losing my mind, bro. Swear to God, it was in my head.
It's too many things going on. Trust me. Now you kind of get a glimpse of what I have to
in the anime world too. Like, I don't know any names right now, like Tomirama, Shigaraki, they're the same person. Tomura, so I was just like, Jesus, like,
Speaking of which, I don't know if you want to get into some of that topic, but because one of the people, and you just got to the last episode. Did you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How he stole the baby Squirt and then gave him Decay, but it was only a partial quirk. Because everybody was like, yo, quirks normally, do some crazy stuff. Decay was supposed to be one half of the quirk. The other half was to be able to kind of like overhaul. Like be able to break down and rebuild. His original quirk is something you've seen All For One use quite often. It's the propulsion quirk. You ever see him like in the air and you see that little ring behind him and then he like flies off? That was Shigaraki's original quirk, an upgrade of his grandma's quirk. I was like, you bastard. Like, we didn't even know that until after the manga was done. Like, the friggin' creator was like,
FYI.
Yeah. I was like, you could have done it earlier, like made it known, but I was like, I guess it kind of was with the way like the
storyline was going, because you're finding out, dude, that was wicked, bro. He's like, you think you had a choice in what you did? Like, you were my creation from the start, like. And to see those memories play back, I was like, who is that homie? Like, talking to the dad. Like, that's the dad, right? Like, so we just saw him, and I was, dude, that was intense. That was a good one, dude. And then no arms Deku had me balling, bro. I was like, oh, damn, my boy done. Like, no more, one for all, no more arms. I was like, dang, that's crazy.
You're all done.
But your boy was stoked with Eraser when he popped out. I was like, whoa, Eraser! Like, what?
He was busting on your left over there.
Dude, yes. It was on his right, though, because he turned back that way. Like, nah. I say just give it to us, man. Just do it. If it sinks, it sinks. If it floats and it has a wobble, we're good. Whatever.
It has to be good in order for them to produce it this heavily. Because if it does bad, and then Secret Wars does bad, going into the next phase might not be that great. Because they're going to lose profit. They're going to lose the
bad part is that in that time frame, James Gunn is he's going to be 6 years into his run. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
you said, let Marvel fall so DC can fly.
Well, for you guys, like everyone, I mean, said is unanimously, like DC has the lore. Like it is, it is like got the stories to go for days. You know what I mean? And to not be represented right, and then Marvel, property is, was because of the, first era. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like maybe a baton, you know what I mean? Like, one in the same team. We're all, here again.
We're just trying to raise comics together.
Exactly. Raise comic awareness, that these things were always cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, will you are adamant, my friend. You poking the bear every time. But you know what I mean. That's what I think. Again, I'm in agreement with you. You made it a good point. Just we have the properties, we have everything there. We're fan service the end of it. By fan service, making good properties with what the fans want to see in these last two films. You know what I mean? Like, don't do a disservice. Don't have us for 2 hours and 45 minutes with some like bullshit. Like, come in with some action. Come in with action and story. Like, you know what I mean? You can give us both. Like, you have the capability in writers and producers to give us, action with drama, action with, storyline. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So I in agreement with you guys, but at the same time, just give it to us. Fan service it out. You know what I mean? Like,
especially this last ending couple ones. If you're gonna end in the Marvel era, end it on as big of a high note as you can, because technically you've been falling for a while. But
hold out the last note. It may be flat, but you held it out. They will give you credit for the 10-second hold of the note and not the tune it is in.
Right. I hope it's somewhat good, because if it's too bad, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, if it's horrible, I'm gonna be mad. Like you can only put nostalgia glasses on so much before you're just like, okay, no, this is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like I mean, me and you've gone back and seen some stuff, and we're just like, oh,
why?
Yeah.
But that's where I'm getting at. So, can they do it? Like right now, according to you, I believe was who said it. Like they still haven't even incorporated the Venom, the dark suit in any form or way to the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Like
never.
We just know there's a black goo now in the 616 universe because Tom Hardy's Venom left it when he was there.
Yeah, somehow it got left, so and we don't know what happened,
where is that, who got it or not. Like,
oh my god!
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, are they going to be landing and then like kind of stumbling? Is that capable of being explained in a 20 to 30 minute scene of a movie to
I don't think so. If they do it right, it has to be Spider-Man.
I was gonna say Spider-Man, isn't it? Like, because he's got a new set of trilogy.
Well, not just that though, but even in comic lore, and
the anchor.
He's everybody calls him like the hero. Like he is the best hero out there. So, I think, yeah, that's the only thing. If you need to do it, you would have to pivot around Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is one of the best heroes out there, one of the most well-known heroes out there, and a big time name. Only thing is, though, Disney doesn't have him, Sony does. So now you have to find somebody who Disney has that can pivot around.
Sony, god damn it, man.
But yeah, Spider-Man will be...
I will always be so pissed for the fact that they sold K-pop. Hard right. But, the fact that they had all these villain movies to find out that they had at any point in time the choice to put Spider-Man in it. Like,
I never once did. You could have done cameos.
Cameo, a fight scene, a memory of a fight. Yeah. Like, some inkling that they have dealt with Spider-Man in their point in time. But
Sony just needs to drop Spider-Man and just give him back.
Dude.
The adoption papers fell through, dude.
You're not a suitable parent for this.
But okay, if it's not Spider-Man, who do you think it will be? Because in my opinion, it probably might have to go to one of the X-Men.
Well, we did get a big hint that it's Cyclops.
With the family thing and everything. Oh, okay. I don't want to see Doctor Strange. I don't think Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I don't think Doctor Strange. As much as I want to, because he is my favorite. One of my.
I agree. He is one of the best. But I think,
in the grand scheme of things,
I think, because originally they wanted how Tony was like
to be his mentor. Yeah.
They wanted Strange to kind of maneuver everybody and be like the main head of it. But now everything's kind of all over the place. Strange as a leader like that, I don't know. But I think it'll be better. Cyclops as a leader like that is a bit more understandable. But yeah, like now that you mention it too, like how you were saying it's like focusing around his family and stuff. Yeah, I think Cyclops might be it. Or like the X-Men as a whole. So,
okay.
Like the Xavier.
The idea, yeah. No, I heard they were giving Thor his well dude goodbye. Apparently,
he should have been gone.
So what?
Dude, he did well.
I sometimes don't know what to expect.
What do you mean?
Like I would would have, fought for that one, that character at least. But
I like Thor. His, I
think it's the last movie that left that taste in your mouth.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like
Love and Thunder.
Endgame was kind of on that pivoting point where I'm just like, all right, y'all doing too much with him. But it was technically the most accurate Thor visual wise, according to the his mythology that he's based on.
Viking-esque.
Yeah.
Character.
Yeah, the bigger, heavier, like just kind of whatever. Now, Love and Thunder was just bad. Horrible, very much try to be funny,
I think
and it was just not good.
He swayed Kevin Feige really well. Like, I think he had a pull in creative input, and they let it go because of the success of Ragnarok.
Okay. I'll meet with you halfway there. Technically, yes, it was Taika that was the one that was.
That's where I was. I didn't even read his. Yeah, we were on the same level. Yeah.
So I'll have to agree. I'll reach out with you guys. Only problem is that these guys are like.
Again, you wanting somebody to get hand off the baton, like someone else, give someone else the highlight.
I'm like, you could give it to one of these younger cats.
Stop hanging on to nostalgia, like you said. It's nostalgia. It's 15 years ago already. Like,
dude, for real. Damn.
Literally, it's been 15 years ago, like 16 years. So like, it's nostalgia already. It's God. You're right. That's hurt. But I get it. It's the safe. It's what they did with Iron Man. I feel like it was just the safe way to go, you know what I mean, to bring them back, to bring people into the theater for the last go around, you know what I mean. I'm even hearing already we're getting female variants of Doctor Doom, rumored. We're getting female variants. Apparently he's going after variants, and so TVA's in the mix. I know that. Miss Minutes is casted, her voice actor or whatever. Okay. So we have Loki. I mean, so we are going to see something of the
continuation.
Yes, Jesus. Continuation of his story on the TVA. So,
dude, that pisses me off so bad.
You were really.
It was not. It at that point. I don't even blame Taika. I blame the writers. You had Gore's background. You had material to work with.
That's what gets me. Again, no blueprint. Like that's cute. Yeah, but I'm really gonna go with this. Like,
you know what I mean? They were just like, I think my idea is better. No,
don't do that.
You have this. Try to stick as close as you can to this, but don't veer too far off. Like, dude, no.
Yeah.
But no, like Taika gets some blame in this, yes. But the writers get the blame on that too, because that was so bad. It would have been, I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I was like, it would have been so good as Gore, the God Butcher,
going into the realm
of the gods and actually wiping out a few of them while Thor was trying to figure out a way to get rid of them. Mm-hmm. Make him feared because he didn't.
Because we only saw like the little screens, right, of all the people dead.
Yeah, like
and
a
all
handful.
That stuff,
you saw the one giant one on and that was like straight out of the comic strip. I was like, okay, that's cool. You're acknowledging the comic
that you didn't follow.
Yeah, I was like, you acknowledge it's there, but then you're like, nah. I'm like, come on. Like, imagine if Gore actually
that was a cool picture. We're gonna use it. Like, that's all. The rest, throw it away.
Imagine mid Thor trying to talk to Zeus and be like, yo, we need to find, I need your lightning, we need your help. And he just comes in and like wipes out, not even half, like if he wiped out a quarter and damaged Zeus, and that's why Zeus gave the lightning to Thor or something. That would have been way better than what they did with him. It's so bad. So bad.
Yeah, it was rough. All that came good of it was my Mjolnir popcorn tin.
Oh, yeah.
That's all that was good that came from it. That I waited 5 months for. It came out in July or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Then from July, I missed it, and they sold well that they resold it on.
You're telling me
and
about
then
that,
when I reordered this thing, It didn't come into like November.
Damn.
Like literally didn't come into like November, December. I was like, what the heck? I think it's
I didn't want to break it. I'm like, I'll let you break it, not me. Because if I did that and I tried to open it the other way and it broke, I would
the
be
handles
like, nah.
go everywhere. Yeah, the handle don't sit right. But yeah, literally, that's I think the only cool thing that from Love and Thunder that came of it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was rough. It's a rough watch. I mean, even when you're trying to rewatch like timeline wise movies, you know,
Oh yeah,
it's like we'll skip this one.
Yeah, Love and Thunder was bad. So, but I mean, he did. What's the name? Hemsworth did really do a good job on acting wise. It just,
Oh, so he was the writer and producer of Love and Thunder. I think that's what it was, and I think that's again, it was a lesson learned for Feige. So it was like it was Taika made a really big boom in Ragnarok.
mm-hmm.
He was like, this is a different direction. We've been kind of like in a morbid action type stuff, drama. He's like, let's bring some funny in. It was a hit, and then he gave him the creative freedom on Love and Thunder, and he tanked it. And then now after Love and Thunder, everything was like overmanaged. Like everything was like, that's not gonna fit. Like, no, I'm not gonna, he started like cranking down on like, making sure, it was, so I think that might have been a big downfall for it, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Again, what Marvel knows what it's doing. They never did the second announcements of the next 28 people, so I don't even think there's really 28 other actors that are gonna be in this movie. Like, I feel like that was just a big hypeness, like, because apparently they were supposed to drop another 28. I can't remember how many chairs they put out anymore. I don't even remember. But and I watched it all.
Right? Dude, I was like in the car with it playing. I'm just like, I'm watching something else now. Like, what am I waiting here for?
The door opening, the footsteps walking up, like
it pissed me off so bad that they did that, and they're like, "This is exciting, isn't it, guy?" And like, what, 4 million people watch it or something? I was wild. Like, y'all stupid,
wild, bro. They did really well with their marketing on the last two. I think Fantastic Four one was pretty cool, where they did like that old television, set up doing a countdown and like till blast off or something like that. So. Keeping it the retro theme, so I don't know. They did a little good promotion. As far as Fantastic Four for me was a good promotion on that last one, but yeah, that chairs was too much. Nonetheless, I don't know. I don't know.
The variant story is kind of dumb too, though. I'm kind of like, granted, yes, in the comics he does kind of go around and visits other versions of himself, but
he's always thinking himself the most superior.
Yeah,
But again, we have too much story. We have no black suit Spider-Man. We have Doom bringing worlds in together. We have apparently these emblems that mean he defeated people. The little things that look like plates from Thor's chest plate or whatever. Apparently he's going to have magic ruins that will be able to... magic runes that will be able to defeat something. I can't remember. And I was just like, oh my God, what more can they, give us? Let me see if I took the screenshot of it.
While you're looking that up, I do agree with Wolf's. He's like, he was saying that Paul Rudd should be fuming because he most likely had a bigger role in the Kang Dynasty, and now it's just another Avengers film with him in it. And I'm like, yeah, I have to agree because he had faced a Kang, so he kind of knows what Kang is capable. I don't think anybody else has faced Kang outside of Loki, and so he knows what they're gonna deal with. He knows like what's coming up with this. So he's
what to expect of these,
these
big bad,
Okay. So yeah, Paul Rudd definitely had something more like a bigger role to play in these, and then now I kind of just like, nah, never mind, sit down. You're the smallest character for a reason. But damn, who else had a decent role that like kind of got screwed over? Trying to think. I know. Oh, I was going to say something and I lost it.
Doomsday's face will not be shown in Doomsday film.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what it says. Reportedly, Doctor Doom's face will reportedly not be shown in the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Trailer.
Oh, okay.
Didn't finish the importance of reading.
I was about to say that's the most stupidest thing ever, especially now that you cast RGJ as it. Like, no, you could have cast anybody.
Yeah, now at this point.
But even for the trailer, they would probably have to pay him some extra. I'm like, you already filmed all this crap. Just use it. Still looking for it?
Yeah, that's what sucks about me. I don't sometimes screenshot it. It's literally said something of what he would use those ruins for, but I don't see it anymore.
Let me see. I don't know if I could find anything better. Doubt it though.
Nonetheless, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. Interesting to see what's to come of the overall storyline.
Yeah, I was talking about Loki, but outside of Loki and Ant-Man, I think they're the only ones that faced any Kang variant.
And then he's like you said, Ant-Man should be mad because they're gonna probably lean heavily on Loki doing the explanation than Ant-Man. You know,
that is true. Yeah,
you just got defeated by ants. Like, you know, homie was, you know, over here fucking manipulating time and stuff.
Dude,
like,
all kinds of crap.
Had me rewinding life, thinking that I was in life when I was in another life. Like, you know what? Like, oh, dude, that's crazy.
I did like that scene where he was just like, where what was it? Not timely. Oh man, I'm so upset that they had to get rid of him though, because his acting was superb on that though. I think he was that right there. I think was probably some of the best parts
where he made fun of his own acting.
Yeah,
I think
he made fun of his acting while acting as himself, and I was just like, dude,
touche.
I was like,
you distinguishedly made two different characters right there.
Yeah, I was like, that was so great. But Loki, when Kang was just like, "Oh, you done this? Like, okay, go ahead and take your time." And he like plays everything again, and Loki's like, "Pause it," and he's like, "Oh, okay, we done this." I was like, I like that scene. That scene was hard right there. Captain America with the X-Men on his side to go against the new Avengers.
That was a shock in the fact where I saw that Avengers kind of ex-nayed X-Men. You know what I mean? Like when Captain America came to help and it was with Rogue and stuff, and he was like, "But you're our X-Men. You know, we're you know the Americas. You know, we're against you guys or something like that." Like basically establishing a line. I'll help you, but I'm not, you know, helping you. Or he told him no, that he won't go to Genosha, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, so, you know, we can't, you know, and I was just like, wait, whoa.
Because I think in that comic line was the time that 20th Century Fox had the rights to do the movies for X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it was Marvel or I think Disney had control over them at that time when all this was going down. And either it was Disney or because when did Disney buy out Marvel?
Oh, I can't remember.
I would like for Sylvie to be involved in some of the next coming movies.
Apparently, she's not even a character in the comics.
Because you have the female version of Loki in there. But Sylvie isn't the name that they use technically. I think so. I don't know. But I would love for her to actually be involved in some of the next films coming up. But didn't she die? No, she didn't die.
He let them live.
Yeah, he let everybody. Yeah, I would love, like her arc. Her whole thing would be trying to find a way to get Loki back
to the world and stuff, and the overseer.
I think that would be an interesting little thing for them. Pretty fun. What? Who else? I think if you do that, then you have to include what's the name in there too?
There we go. He can control
Mobius,
sentinels, and artificial devices with the magic ruin.
So that's what helps them fight the X-Men. The Sentinels are like their main.
Sorry, guys. I was focused, yo. I was like, I'm not going to let this go. I was like, I know it was a key idea of what was going. Kill her off and make Loki pissed, and then that's what makes them fight. Because I heard they were supposed to fight Loki and Doctor Doom.
Killing her off would be interesting, because then it's like you tie up a loose end for that story, and then like bringing Loki into the fight would actually, that's because he chose that seat to save everyone, and then for him to die.
I was gonna say, while he's holding it, he doesn't make it to her in time. Like, you know, Doom takes her out. Like, you know,
that'd be interesting. Yeah,
he's seeing it happen because he holds the threads of life. You know, the tree of the multiverse. You know, and stuff. So like, that'd be crazy. He sees it. He hears her screams or something, and he has to like weed through the lines to find out where she's at or whatever. And then like,
with Doom like torturing her to find out where this person who controls everything is and everything. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be cool.
I think that's the coolest idea I've ever came up with. As far as stuff that I'm not, knowledgeable in. But yeah, what trailer is gonna make more of a splash? The Avatar Fire and Ash or the Doomsday trailer?
I don't know. Me and you were talking about that, yeah.
Like the big box office hits going hand in hand, like James Cameron, Avengers, Kevin Feige, like crazy.
So kind of like a I'm gonna bring you to Attack on Titan real quick. So kind of
okay.
So kind of like Aaron sacrificing his mom, making sure his mom died so everything could happen the way it had to happen. So you had to sacrifice somebody you cared about for the greater purpose of protecting everybody else.
Dang.
That would be hard.
Saved her to kill her. Like, yeah. And he's in realization when he's holding.
You know, that could also be why he was crying at the end too, because he has to separate himself, but he sees what he has to do later.
We going deep, guys. I'm telling you, we need to be in that little room off to the side, like, comic accuracy room, like, so.
I would love to just be like, no, this page, take this to your office. Take this to Kevin.
Take this to Kevin. But yeah, it's you're right. I didn't think about it like that. The fact that they have to land decently for the next era to be okay. Going forward. You know what I mean. So I thought more of a wipe the board clean. It's a new era, but again, having Gunn's universe already 6 to 7 years deep, and how it depends how good it is. Maybe he box office hit Batman goes off. So. Bye Marvel, you know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, Marvel let me down, all the way to the end, you know what I mean? So yeah. Exactly. I'm telling you, it's what I don't want is a Taika Waititi where he just has the blueprint and just throws it out the window. Like that's why I asked you about the Black Suit Spider-Man, like how much of a storyline can they pull from that in such a 2 hour 45-minute movie. You know what I mean?
Do it too fast. You're doing it in Injustice.
Yeah. When does it really come into play? Is it Secret Wars or is it
Secret Wars?
Okay.
So if you want to do something about that, you need Deadpool. Because in the comics with Secret Wars, Deadpool was Venom's first ever actual host. So technically, since
you're going too far now. That's too big of a hopes right now.
Well, because technically in this universe, in the Marvel universe, Venom hasn't had a host. You had Eddie, yes, but you're in a whole new universe. Technically, you are not connected to anybody in this planet, in this connection. So Deadpool becoming his first host technically ties back to the comics. Where
so have Deadpool being the host on Infinity Wars, and then
on Secret Wars,
and then Secret Wars being Tom Holland.
Yeah, do something like that. Yeah. The reason Venom is kind of messed up in the brain in the first place is because Deadpool is so kind of scrambled and messed up himself. Like whenever Venom attaches to a host, it's a parasitic type of thing. Like you absorb some of him while he like gives you some. Like so, that's why Venom is kind of a little off his rocker. Then he finds Spider-Man in Secret Wars, and he's like, "No, this fool is what I need. Like, I love it. Like, he has the strength, he has everything, the regenerative ability, everything." Then when Spider-Man rejects him, then he makes it a mission to come back and fight against him. He's like, "No, I like
you said a jealous girlfriend, like no one can help you but me, like okay."
And then that's why you get Brock fighting against him, because Brock has the same similar vendetta against Parker too. So that'll be a good little but it's just like you technically need more than like 20 minutes with this if you want to do it somewhat right. Yeah. Okay. So Hardy was a waste in that movie. It sucks because he is a very good actor, and I did like a lot of his scenes with Venom and stuff. Was at the end of was it at the end of No Way Home, or was it at the end of a Venom 2 that Hardy was in that universe?
I think it's No Way Home because he like crashed through or something like
that. And wasn't he like drinking or something? And then Venom was like, "Oh, that guy looks interesting," or whatever. And then they went back home, and a piece of that Venom got left on the Marvel universe. So,
damn it, I can't remember because I didn't stay. The TV is shut off on No Way Home on the last like 6 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't get to see the ending credit scene or the last 6 minutes of the movie so far.
Yeah, he's in post-credit scene in No Way Home. So yeah, so that would technically be the same symbiote, but at the same time, I was considered a new one because it's split, and it's now in a whole new universe on its own. It's no longer connected. So the only issue with that is I think they're still based in San Francisco on that point. So you need, where's Deadpool at in his movies?
I don't know. That's a good question. New York? No.
Oh, see, I never finished Venom 3. It was kind of horrible for me.
But that's the Venomverse, the Sony universe of Venom.
True.
That the agent catches it. So it technically doesn't exist, or we don't know. It literally is up in the air of
if it's
what
in the
happened.
Marvel universe,
yeah, if it happened that same way in the Marvel universe. Did DOJ? No,
Department of Justice?
No,
or Shield?
What is it on Sword, right, or something like that? Like the new one off of WandaVision. I can't remember. Is it Sword? I think it might have been Sword.
I believe it's Sword.
It might have caught it or something. Yeah. A whole different agency catches it instead of the one from the Venomverse.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so it's like you said, it's two different ones. So we're Venom versus Sony's. Now this is Marvel's property in a sense, you can say.
But technically, Sony wouldn't have done that either.
Left an open loophole like that.
Yeah, because Sony is like, you technically have a Spider-Man villain that you guys can use. No, they're only ours. They have access to all Spider-Man stuff only for Sony.
Sony definitely doesn't know what's going on out there. Like, I mean, again, it's only because I think it has the money to be able to make these things that they keep being able to pump, crap out. But
Yeah.
I no, because it keeps going back to I wanted to bring up K-pop Demon Hunters. You know what I mean? Because it literally was just a wild. How the f did you drop the ball on that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
they didn't think it was gonna do good.
Wild, yo.
$2 million.
We chose not to put Spider-Man in the movies of the villains that are like, oh yeah, that's a good decision, right? Bill, take it to the table, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yes, whoever some of these people are is like really messing up a lot.
They're the apes on DC, the little angry typing apes, nope, you don't like it, take it back, But yeah, I mean, I see what happened. But I mean, if they're relying on the mutants and the spatial, space thing, more power to them. But they definitely have to semi-stick the landing, get a bronze medal.
Yes.
A bronze medal may not be gold, may not be silver, but bronze.
I don't.
You're
mind
on the podium. You know what I mean?
I don't mind you guys like jumping for this, stumbling along the way, turning into like a one of those like kid cartwheels.
Yeah.
And then ta-da!
Look what I can do. Yeah. That sucks. A moment of silence for the structure of the multiverse, or for the structure of Marvel, universe and property of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like you truly, I guess, I guess that's the upper hand that DC has. Like they own every property of every character, so no other studio cannot hold that against them. You know what I mean? Like
at this point, yeah, because I don't think any other studio has properties of theirs, and even if they did, it's probably been over 20 years since they've done a movie. So yeah, they have the rights back.
You know what I mean? So like that's the only thing that has them won, because I wish we had that tree. I wish we could like show it on the screen here, but it's that diagram where it was like Fox Studios, Universal, Marvel, etc. And it had all the properties that were in there, ones that could intertwine because they were the same studio or something like that. So apparently they bought him out, but they haven't done nothing with him. That's why they're in talks with the World War Hulk. And
did they buy him out, or did their contract end?
They bought the rights back for him and someone else. It was two characters that they got the rights back for them, and I was happy about. So
yeah, Universal had Hulk and didn't do much with him. They pumped out the first movie, which is still, in my opinion, was some of the greatest comic movies out there. Mm-hmm. Granted, it was kind of corny here and there, but comic wise, that was a great movie. The second one with Edward Norton,
more on the Savage, right?
Yeah, it was more Savage Hulk and everything. It was good, but then it was kind of like, it was a weird blend of like, it's good, but you guys are like not doing enough. Yeah, like trying too hard, and it's like falling apart a little bit. And it's just like, I don't know. It's like, I wish they could do more with like Hulk is one of my favorites, especially like later on. That's the thing I love about comics, and I don't at the same time. You guys have extensive, like all the comics, they have extensive background, like different story arcs, different story like power branches and everything. Only problem is though is that sometimes these powers are explained like later and changed, and then it like alters the whole essence of the character. So that's
what I was gonna say. So do you think they weigh on something based on the total amount of units sold of that comic arc? You know what I mean?
Maybe that's actually a good point to like put it out as a movie.
As a movie, because comics are not just something I could write and then put it out, within a couple of weeks or a couple of months. No. Like movie is 2 to 3 years of editing, processing, pre-production, post-production, etc., tours, press tours, so this storyline has to hit, you know what I mean? So they have to like kind of choose that, route, you know what I mean?
That might be why they chose to do the Dark Phoenix route so often. So often, it's like twice. Mm-hmm. But that was a big X-Men, like
the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, the Phoenix Force is a big old like continuity, like big thing with the comics. So that's probably explains why they try to force that into a movie so often, and they haven't been able to hit it. Mm-hmm. But that is a good thing to think about too, because that's why you would probably put World War Hulk.
That's why they want to, because they know it was. But again, you can't build a house without the foundation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't start building. You can't already have walls when you got like unlevel floor, no, cement, set, all that stuff. Like, it makes a good point. Like,
it doesn't stop them from trying.
But like, that's what gets to me. Like, that's the cool thing of why I can now, that's what is breaking my mind this way is the manga to anime, ratio. How many chapters of manga correlate to a, episode of, anime? You know what I mean? So when the sense of comics, how many books of this comic line will it take to explain, certain, aspects of, these, storylines? You know what I mean? So like, that's the hard part. Like, is it a three movie film? Is it a trilogy explained with all this other shit in the middle? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's difficult.
Tombstone's rumored to be in Brand New Day as well. But I think, so he's onto something. He's onto something. So remember, that was a rumor as well that we were getting all these all these like villains that he was going to be facing, showing that he's now like an adult, Peter Parker going through the, his time as, when no one knows him.
Yeah.
And they were going to do flashbacks. So that would be the perfect time to like put as many villains that he had fought against in Marvel's, in layup. So that way it's, that's it. Line out is you got all these 12 villains that we just, did a flashback on, so we have them now. You know what I mean? Like, that would be pretty wicked to at least give a shot at being able to keep continuing to use the Spider-Man, product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, also setting up for 2 more movies. Again, we don't know what's gonna happen after Brand New Day.
True.
What do you think the second one will be? Pretty bland afternoon.
You gotta kick out of that one.
Like something of that nature, you know what I mean? So I wonder what the next film is gonna be. A binful evening.
You just
trying to like put an E&E, like something, I don't know, like part of the day. But I don't know, man. That was such a good thing. I mean, like what we're talking about again, now being able to truly embrace the Marvel universe because they don't own that one anchor property.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to even think about. Like, you know what I mean? So like, you can truly do the best you can, but you will always have something that cannot give you the true story. Like, because of that. Like,
I think I would like to see
Chameleon. So that gives respect to Feige trying to maneuver these storylines without having some
certain characters,
that he owned the properties to. You know what I mean? So I'll take 1 cent back.
They're like, fine.
A big jar of pennies. I'll take my 1 cent back.
No, I think Chameleon will be really cool to see in the second movie and stuff too, because it'll be like a more psychological thing with him. Because Chameleon,
I was gonna say, what is his lore? I'm not.
Chameleon's able to like change into other people, like make them look
via masks, right, or something.
Yeah,
like that?
I believe so, like something like that. But he's like perfect almost copy. Like you can't really tell unless.
No, they used them, didn't they? In Craven.
I don't know. I didn't watch Craven.
Wolves. Maybe you watched it. I hurt my head. Chameleon was used. I think he was Craven's brother in the movie, and so like he was able to. I believe that's what they did. Like, if I'm not mistaken,
That would be horrible.
Ben Reilly is the one from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, isn't it?
Is he?
If I'm not mistaken,
What is he playing there?
that is Tombstone, isn't it? That is the Tombstone he's wanting, right?
I think Ben Reilly is a different character.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay. Yeah, no, I think that's the Marvel way to do it. I think in that flashback, that rumored flashback of Brand New Day, where he's going through life as just Spider-Man fighting crime. He was supposed to have like flashbacks of all the fights that he's been in. So that would be pretty cool to be able to get Marvel's lineup, set up at least for reoccurring. And then again, Marvel owns the rights to animation, right? They can do anything animated with Tom Holland Spider-Man, but they can't do live action.
Yeah.
So again, we talked about it about when Daredevil, everyone was like, we need a team, and everyone's like, oh, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, and it's like no one understood that fact. Like Marvel has the rights to the animated version, but does not have the rights to the live action. So we will never see that. He didn't watch Craven either. Was that right?
You're right. That sucks.
So villain version or as Scarlet Spider. So yeah, they used them. Yep.
Rhino is in Craven too.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable, but dude,
it's so mad. They snuck him in the end.
Because that was technically like Spider-Man's first super villain, like because one of his first actual like major villains. The psychological aspect of it would have been so great, though.
It's gonna be another just brute fest. Kingpin, I mean, he's in the universe.
Yeah, but he's also Daredevil, and I don't think they're going to share them.
They're both in New York. How big can New York be? Brooklyn, Queens.
That's all you need.
Yeah, Brooklyn, Queens, Hell's Kitchen, Harlem. Like, how have we not crossed paths already? Like, Jesus. Like, how not in passing has he not seen the bill, grabbing a bagel at, the corner shop? Like, Jesus.
Let alone that, but right now, if you want to throw him into the timeline now, you have Mayor Fisk out there. So
if they don't acknowledge that at any point in fashion in the movies, then we're screwed. Like, again,
that would tell us a lot on what timeline they're trying to go with too.
Because he's supposed to be in Brand New Day too. That was a rumor too. That
who, Fisk? I would love that. Because you could. Oh, if they really do it so well though, because like there's that one scene where Fisk is trying to fight Spider-Man, and he like jumping from wall to wall. And he like,
breaks the building and brings
the whole down concrete with him just by like freaking looping around Spider-Man. I was like, dude, that means you could show the the physicality of Fisk, like how strong he really is. Like that would be so good.
Tough break, man. Jesus Christ,
dude, Spider-Man has a lot of good villains.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, dang, that again.
And technically, they can't use Venom.
How dare you? Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, you can't be Marvel, you can't. That y'all just blew my mind. Like, this, it's a chair without a leg. Like, I'm literally holding the chair up with my right leg, because I'm missing this, pillar. You know what I mean? Like how does that work? You know what I mean? Like, nope. James Gunn has a 1-up, that's for sure. Interesting.
Ben Reilly would be cool to see. Oh,
so you remember now? It's all
yeah. Ben Reilly would be cool to see. I think I've only touched that like one comic with that going on because I was confused at that.
So then,
like,
how heavy was this one? It goes back to
again,
my question. Yeah, you know,
one comic with it.
Yeah, so like, you know, that was my question earlier. Wolvis is like how big was this comic line? Was it heavy enough to establish, everyone wanting to see this storyline? It looks like,
I mean,
everyone's leaning on the whole MJ, the romance portion of it. And then, again, they're confused on his friends. We got Hobgoblin rumors of Ned, etc. So they might go that comic arc, you know what I mean? Because they're already dropping the Easter eggs and No Way Home with the blue and the orange. You know what I mean? So they may have already pre-laid the seeds, and it's about to,
unless that's like a red herring, and they're not going to do it. They just want to like give Easter eggs for it.
Marvel would never. Marvel would never do that. You tell me. Sarcasm, the asterisk. like, come on, but yeah, no, I can see that.
You know what I would like to, and I mean, of course, it'll have to be later down the line because nobody wants to see this yet. But give us a few years and give us Spider-Girl, Peter Parker's actual daughter, who is born with the Spider-Man abilities as well later on. Like, that'd be cool.
Woo! 2047.
And that leads into Spider-Girl.
Does it really?
I think kids are like when you focus on his kids and everything too.
Spider-Girl Mayday in the comics, or was that just something they pulled out of nowhere? Mayday, isn't it her name on the Spider-Verse?
Is that her? I'm trying, like, dude, the last time I read any kind of thing like that was like middle school, beginning of high school era.
Again, I trust you.
Good decade or so.
I trust you. I trust you. Dang, that's crazy. See, and I feel like it's a room full of people that don't know. And the thing that sounds cool is what's taken, and the like actual lore is like that sounds like no, that you know what I mean, like brush to the side, like right there. If that was pitched, it's just like I like that. Let's write that. Let's write that line. Let's write it down. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, Peter is sad because MJ is injured and this and that. That's what people want. Let's go with that. It's like, and then the homies over there inside, like I don't know. I don't know who's sitting at those tables. Wolvis, you seem like you might have more of a chance of getting there before us. Like, but orchestrated, No Way Homes and stuff like that. So, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Again, we got a trilogy coming, so we got that. It's going to lead into the new era. It's going to be more home oriented. That's what they said, right? More focused on like that. And
it was more like street level type stuff.
Street level, yeah. So that's why I'm thinking the Kingpin might work, I mean? But again, they've already established that he will never come in live action, with Daredevil. That's upsetting, what I mean? So I don't know. I like it. I was like, I like it. That's so crazy. It might work. Yeah, right. Write it down. Got you. Reminder. But no, for real. I don't know, guys. 2026 couldn't get here fast enough. That's all I can say. December can't
it's
get
almost here.
Yeah, I was gonna say December. The tree. You know what? I sighed like that because I'm thinking of your perfect preview. How you said like where they leave you with like the hand or and a voiceover and not so much the character and all that stuff. I wouldn't mind the trailer leaving us like that, kind of like Fantastic, the Fantastic Four like reveal where it was just the back end with the mask in his hand, kind of that kind of concept. As much is I would irk and I would be pissed, and I already know myself. I would want something of that nature.
I think the trailer will be perfect for something like that
because they need that hook. They need that you almost had it. You thought you were gonna get some good teasers in this thing. Nah. You gotta wait till February when the real trailer comes out on the Super Bowl.
Right?
Probably. Yeah. Yep. Probably. Came out of
Brand New Day comes out what, May?
Yes. So
we got what, another 6 months?
And Secret Wars is
December.
Woo!
Another year for that. Well, Doomsday, December. I think both Doomsday and Secret Wars is in December.
Yeah, they're 1 year apart. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not prepared whatsoever. But again, stick the landing, 1 foot up in the air, whatever the case may be. So.
Is Punisher going to be in Brand New Day? But then they said Hulk was too.
A more savage Hulk than we've ever seen before.
And then
in Trump voice.
and I can't even say it with a straight face. And then they were like, Punisher is going to get some upgrades so he could fight the Hulk. I was like, the hell you giving him super soldier serum at this point? Like, what do you? It's the Hulk.
Not even Tony's, Stark, stuff was, capable of holding it down. You know what I mean?
Like, you need people, like, almost literal gods to fight Hulk to, like, calm down. Like, it's not gonna happen for anybody less. Is Punisher in Doomsday? Do we know? No, we haven't got any confirmation about that one yet. But if we do technically have him in... What? No, they wouldn't do that. Would they? Okay, we have him coming up in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We don't know if he's going to reappear because he's captured in Daredevil. So we don't know. Hopefully he does.
We find out that answer in the Punisher's special presentation.
Yeah.
What? Never heard that rumor. It just played in my head. Yeah, I haven't heard that rumor.
I mean, understandable. Punisher would probably take that stance with it. But then at that point, you're going the Illuminati route and almost wanting to do like a whole different thing. You're trying to do in the What If series where they kill. Yeah, so you can't.
I feel.
I just want to know what
check it out. Before I lose it here, follow me here. Spider-Man is going to be the new ground level 1, right? So he's going to be the anchor to all these ones that are in New York. So anything that New York-based type movie, villains, characters, Daredevil, etc., they will bring them up into his trilogy to help us stay connected from TV to movie. Does that make sense? And so again, we'll get Punisher maybe further even more down the line. It may link us like he's trying to go against the Hulk, but we know he has no capability.
Yeah.
So now he's going to be anchored into Spider-Man's, verse in the MCU. Just to still keep him somewhat relevant, they got to bring the street level to the movie, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because he can't go down, you know what I mean? He can't go backwards, if that makes sense.
Okay, I can kind of see that, yeah.
So, Kingpin storylines, anything with, again, the Punisher, I don't think she ever crosses paths with Jessica Jones. I'm not assuming. I am assuming, I should say. So, I don't know.
Spider-Man crosses paths with everybody.
We've established.
Yeah.
So now to think about the property, but interesting. I don't know. We see his Punisher van. We get a Punisher van with a little slot window for his like shotgun and stuff. How dare? What did we not watch last time that he was upset with? I didn't watch the Star Wars, but it was something else.
Something that I didn't watch. Yeah. I don't even remember.
Yeah, we're just letting each other down here, guys. But no, new Daredevil was
it was good. It was good. If you like storytelling and all that, like there is action in there and everything, but it's very story driven and character driven.
I'm ready to see. Is it Bullseye, right? Like, homie, dirty, bro. Like again with the cue ball, with just killing people on the way, like just like defending himself, but killing people because they were in the way. Like that is fucking crazy. Yeah. Like how do you work like that? But I don't know. It was cool to see Daredevil in No Way Home. That was cool again to get that little glimpse. Oh man, that was freaking sick. Yeah.
I'm a very good
Spider-Man was genuinely shocked. You know what I mean? Like Bucky type level shock when he stopped with his arm, kind of shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I love that part too. So I don't know. Daredevil's a good property. I think they're doing right because of the fan service. Again, there was so much.
The ads do better.
Nice. For sure.
It's a really good series though. And then, I mean, the next one's coming out March? I think it was like early March.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Same 1 year apart.
Yeah.
They'll start filming season 3.
Yeah.
So, but definitely watch it. Yeah, it was a good watch. It will give you that seed of hope that Marvel, TV will be good. Marvel Television, because. Again, now we got 3 umbrellas, right? Marvel Animation, Marvel TV, Television, and Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
So,
and as for the whole not wanting to connect TV and movies, as much as we kind of don't want that as much either, they're gonna have to do it eventually because they're too big of a
time
frame, and then too big of cast in their stuff too. So sooner or later, you're gonna have to bring some people into it and like have some. Like I'm not even saying like a whole storyline about them, but bring some of their storyline involved into the movie. I think it's too much.
Again, it just leaves you with like, how haven't they? You know what I mean? Like there's one form, like a poster of Wilson Fisk or a television set as he's walking down the TV, the street in New York, like showing a picture. There's something. It may not be relative to his reality, like how everyone has their own thing going on, like. It may not be relevant, so that's why he's not, stopping to see Wilson Fisk, because right now he's working about a bigger existential crisis. But at least you fucking know that Wilson is there. Yeah. He is there, or Daredevil.
The connections.
Yeah, the Scarlet Devil. Kill somebody or something. Do someone off the roof because that's what happened, and so. Foggy is dead in an obituary while he's reading the newspaper or something. You know what I mean? Like
Punisher do something again, kill like a whole group of people again and stuff. So, like having on the news broadcast or something. Yeah, like definitely.
So that's what I mean. Like nothing, not a mention. Like again, Eternals knew. Like you know what I mean, but they didn't say anything. Like. All this shit was happening in London and no one said nothing. Like, like the pyramids are getting destructed, right now by Moon Knight and stuff. No one made a mention,
Yeah, the whole time, the sky going backwards and everything.
No one said strange, like, strange, abnormal, solar cell, thing happened.
It was brought up in the series, but everywhere else, they're like, "No, we good."
It didn't happen. It was only in that side of the earth.
What are y'all drinking?
Well, yeah, right. What's in that rum over there? Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, it's just the bigger grand scheme of things. Like, we finally got the answer of Tiamat or whatever coming out of the ocean. We on Brand New Day, or I keep saying Brand New Day. Captain America. Yeah, everyone was all Sadie Sink, she's redhead, or blue dude. And then everyone, when she found out it was gonna be his sidekick or something like that, everyone was like, "Oh, I knew it was. It was just too good to be true to have Sadie Sink. The storyline wouldn't have matched up." It's like, You flip floppers. Like, again, I just roll with the tide. I'm reading the articles. Reportedly, nothing is confirmed on the Hideout, guys. Nothing till the day it rolls out and we give you the review. That is when the confirmation. that is the confirmation.
Unless right now James Gunn type stuff, because he's been pretty consistent with that.
100%. But
Marvel, on the other hand, no, they're too sketchy.
But man, I don't know. They got some things to worry about. Again, I feel like it's a necessity. Like you said, it's just too big of a property to just wait every 3 years to 5 years to 7 years for, an answered question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it has to be brought up some way or another. And that's why I think, again, he couldn't be the anchor because they don't own the property, so they can't do anything in the television to broaden Spider-Man's theme.
Yeah,
maybe they can bring the smaller properties up to the big film, and try to do that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Spider-Man and Daredevil team up a few times. Spider-Man's everywhere. Mm-hmm. So there's like so many connections you could bring into the Spider-Man.
Fantastic
movies.
Four. So now they're both movie film so they can cross paths some way, but I think Fantastic Four can drop down to the live action or television, but that's what sucks. Everyone has to come to Spider-Man in their storyline one way or another. That he can't go to them without stipulations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that's disgusting. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, now, again, that gives James Gunn more of a advantage, I think.
Right now,
I think he knows that. I think he knows. That's the thing. I think he's sitting there, like, in the corner, like, well, you need to fight for characters. I got my whole arsenal. I got the whole arsenal literally sitting here right now. Hey, who's to say? I mean, again, who is to say? We don't know. Like, do they own the rights to Silk and stuff? Like, is it the same?
Sony?
Yeah. Is that the same as the villains? Have we talked about
Well, Black Cat is a villain. So yeah. Silk. Yes and no. I think they have just Spider-Man covered, like a whole umbrella, anything Spider-Man. So Silk would definitely fall. But yeah, I kind of agree with
then just stop with the Spider-Man stuff, because it's not gonna happen. Like, until they own the property, you gotta hope that Sony does its work. Like, am I right here?
Yeah, you're right. And it's so sad.
Yeah, like, Sony has to step up, guys. Like, we're bashing Marvel so hard right now. Let's get on Sony's ass, right? Like, it's Sony's fault in the end. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not relinquishing them. But again, it's a cash cow. Like,
they're not going to get rid of something that gives them money.
Yeah, like billions. Has it made billions? Yes, in total. But yeah, you know what I mean? 100%. It's just like, golden goose. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I don't know. Interesting stuff, guys. We have a lineup to look forward to, again, while battling the DCU.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I think it's going to flip flop. I really think we're going to get the, DC come up while Marvel is trying to gather scraps, like
for a little while. Yeah. And then if they do well, then it's going to be like Battle of the Titans.
And I like it already because the Fantastic Four was when Superman came out. Like, I kind of like it because you get to go and see two different, studios go at it. You know what I mean? At a big box office film, like, you know what I mean? Like, one, they know what they're doing. Like, they're getting all their money in one one route, shot instead of 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months away. You know what I mean?
Do them like month to month, back to back, because that's Superman was like almost a month ahead.
So
yeah, that'll be cool. Same thing with the new Spider-Man and then Supergirl, right?
Say again. Supergirl and
Spider-Man. Yep. Yeah, they're like a month apart too. So. Well, not right now. He was saying later on when DC builds up their repertoire. But yeah, I mean, technically,
you just hating James Gunn. Let's just be real. You didn't put James Gunn in that hashtag this time.
Technically, right now too, they are battling because MCU is on a decline right now, and MCU is technically trying to move up. So they're both going to battle it out for box office at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah, at the moment. So, but again, it's already falling that way. So, like, we're just catching. They're literally months apart.
Yeah.
You know. So, and right now, DC is falling months before the MCU films. Right now, if you like you just said, Supergirl's before Spider-Man. So,
and then in October you have Clayface, and then
Television, and then you have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Or no, you have another big one coming out next. Can't remember. Nonetheless, that's what it's looking like. Everything DC's falling right before MCU. That he might be onto something, dude. I don't know. He's coming for him, bro. I think he's just coming for him. He's like,
we have to see how well he does perform.
Again, it goes back to our anchored comment. Batman is probably going to be that one.
And then Clayface right now is going to see how well he could produce anything not funny.
Yeah. Batman is that the anchor character, and then Clayface is going to be for the new direction. You know what I mean? Body horror, right? You know, you said, right?
Yeah.
Body horror, so.
I don't know about that. But, you know, that's why it's fun to talk.
BBS was the one he was.
You don't have to bring in your shampoo into this conversation.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see again. We're gonna be here, guys, at the Hydeout, giving the reviews to all these crazy movies. This universe that we're gonna be able to see grow from the bottom. You know, we're gonna have an established Elseworlds. Again, that's what I credit Gunn for. Wolvis, help me out here. Like, follow me. Like, the fact that he doesn't let anything go unknown or like wild. That is the problem, I think, with Marvel, is just rampant rumors with no cutoff valve. You know what I mean? Just a flow of
Everybody
rumors.
gets themselves excited over stuff that's not going to happen.
You know, we talked about Infinity War. The Deadpool and Wolverine, all the cameos that were like coming out in the Void or whatever, and it was like crazy characters, Goku, Vegeta, and all these like random. They're like, you heard who's gonna be in the new Deadpool movie? Like Goku or whatever, you know. So, but James Gunn literally, making a new intro for his, you know, Elseworlds, you know, lineup, you know, establishing the difference. Like that way, we're not sitting here like, oh, is it in this universe or is it in this universe? And what timeline was that? When did that happen?
Like, that separation is pretty good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
but yeah, I think right now it definitely will be. The only problem with Spider-Man versus Batman, Spider-Man is going to have a couple years on Batman before Batman comes out.
100%.
So
that's what blows my mind even more. Like, he's establishing these people, but like, when is Wonder Woman? When is Batman? Like, how far? We're already getting 2 Superman movies before we get any knowledge of Batman. Are we getting a cameo of Batman in the new Superman movie? Do we not know that? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? So, because apparently Batman in his interviews, he said that Batman is going to be on the lines of Lex Luthor. That there shouldn't be a being of that strength that can't be controlled. Like, so he's trying to find a way. So then that's when Lex and, you know, him pair apparently or whatever synapses of the movie, you know. So I don't know, when is he going to drop? Who knows?
I don't know.
But I like that idea though. Like, maybe they're like partnering together behind studios and we don't even know it. They're like establishing this like DC versus MCU, and then it's just like bam, Justice League versus, you know, Avengers out of nowhere. Like
that, if they get that far down the line, yes.
That's what I'm saying. 2047, you know, around there, 2052, you know, so that's kind of scary to even talk about, like, right, you know what I mean? So what is that? 25 years from now? Jeez Louise. 57 years old. I would love it. I'll be crying in the theaters. we had a podcast back in the day. We used to talk about
all of this stuff.
We used to laugh and talk about this stuff for hours.
When something happens, we called. We did. It technically isn't confusing because if he's separating his one universe compared to the canonical universe that he has for it, and he's making a different opening sequence, like you said, you know which Batman is being produced. So technically, he doesn't have any Batman casted right now in his universe. The Elseworlds universe are like separate stories and stuff. So,
what he said. So, but yeah, no, and then he goes back to say it. He, stands by his thing. He's like, there can be two Batmans. Like, to the simple fans, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as the movie is good and the story is, good, they're going to go see it. That's why Batman 2 is going to probably be successful because Batman 1 outdid itself. That's why he trusted Matt Reeves to finish the script for this part 2. You know what I mean? Like, he waited. He's like, I don't want anyone else to come with a script. I want this guy to come with a script.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, again, to the basic fan, Wolvis, not you, deep lore, fans, like, but, that's what he means. He's like, even if there is, so what? Basically telling us, because we were even talking about it at one point where we said, save the money and all that stuff that you're going to spend on that movie and put it to the timeline, you know what I mean? The continuity timeline. And makes sense, right? But he said, F you all. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, basically, he's like, I'm going to do it either way. Like, I don't care what y'all say. Like, so.
Well, and when we discuss this in December, we'll be able to talk more.
Definitely. It's going to be a special.
It's a lot harder on your end. I know that.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage for you. I like it.
By the way,
right? Block. See, easy. Block. Unblock. Block, unblock.
You ever been hung up on?
No, it was they were saying that like the flat phones don't do it. Pressing the button, being able to slam your phone shut or be able to like slam the phone down, it just was satisfying. Like,
a whole different.
Yeah. Now you're just like, you break your phone if you toss it, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, no, definitely, it's gonna be a good podcast. I love it. All the ideas, Wolvis. Yeah, we can go on. We were supposed to talk anime. The caption lied 100%. We stayed on Doomsday the whole time. Like, we watched One Punch Man. I watched My Hero. Again,
we did talk some.
Yeah, a little bit.
We interweaved some.
Dude, All for One's new look with with Shigaraki.
Clean.
He's like, I can still hear him screaming, and he puts the hand over his mouth, bro. Like, he looks wicked, bro.
Yeah,
he looks absolutely wicked. So
he said, make sure it's at least 3 hours.
Clear your schedule, boys. Like you say, we got to talk to our assistants, get our team to call your team. They're going to have a Zoom call before we have the Zoom call, basically. Like, is he a good guy? Is he, like, I got to meet this guy, like.
Hello?
Where's the camera on this thing? But yes, it's gonna be a good show. I look forward to it. Again, with your deep knowledge, you're on this guy's side more times than none. I just like to, argue the facts, stump you with the dumbness, questions that non-fans would ask. But
our regular casual fans ask.
Yeah, casual fans, and which again, I enjoy it. I enjoy knowing how far y'all's knowledge goes. That's what I was saying when I was thinking about the Amazing Spider-Man line last night when we should put it on. I was like, I'm gonna ask Emmanuel tomorrow, like on the podcast, like what storyline were they going with Gwen Stacy dying? Like, was he gonna? Because apparently MJ was supposed to be introduced in part 3 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so just it's cool. It's cool to, again, fan to a casual fan. You know what I mean? Like, it's goes back to, we're in the day and age that we get to argue this about, what's being put on the screen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, we got, the Mortal Kombat, you know what I mean? Like, the bad CGI that we thought was the most amazing thing ever, you know what I mean?
The first one was still somewhat good. The second one was horrible.
So we're looking at this and we're complaining about the CGI when, God damn it, we got 900-foot dragon, spewing, whatever. We got we're worried about physics when an island is coming out of an Earth, we wouldn't be able to see this back in the day, so in y'all's time of reading these things, you would never think, oh, I'm going to see this in reality, but I still think that was so funny. It's just like, yeah, but really though, like, did the Earth split? Like, is it a clogged hole now? Like, magma's not spewing? Like, why didn't the Earth just literally rotate? Like, the magnetic poles didn't shift? Like, what the? Your mind works wonders, bro. Like, I was just sitting there like, holy shit, it's happening. It's like, you're probably like, why is the Earth still facing this way right now? Why isn't the rest of the Earth fucking just dead, like wiped out, like, seismic proportion? Little bitty cities, in reality. But yes, I love it. I think that's what makes the show great. Is again, what our core concept was: knowledge to just fan made. Like, I do literally come from the Iron Man era of 2009. I read the lore somewhat. I go in there and I find the comic line or whatever. So, dude, that's crazy. See, yeah, I was wondering. I there was a purpose to Gwen passing. I remember they even had a cut scene of his dad coming to the cemetery or something like that, where he was mad that his dad was still alive. He's like, "Where were you? Like, this whole time?" And he's like, "I had to do it to protect you or whatever." So like, pretty crazy, freaking crazy. So I don't know. I mean, I glad to know that the deeper lore as well. You know what I mean? So again,
that Sinister Six drop
Easter
in
egg.
there. Yeah, I was just like, I got excited when I saw it, and then I was just like, when it ended and everything, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's not going to be it no more." I was like, "Damn it!" Like, that would have been so epic.
Took the heat hard. Who the F is Tom Holland? Why are we casting this kid? Like, dude, I remember that. So I feel bad for Tom Holland, but yeah, no, red herring, is that what you said? Where they just drop it, but they do nothing with it?
Yeah, or like it's supposed to throw you off the scent of what the actual drop is.
Yeah. So no, again, you liked Andrew's Spider-Man, Toby's Parker, and Tom Holland was between the two.
He's like a middle ground.
Yeah,
decent middle ground in between both. It's not like he's bad.
The best of both of them. He's good at.
Yeah, he's good at portraying both. See, that's what I'm saying. Mind Games with Chameleon would have been fun.
Dude, that'd have been wild.
I think it's the Amazing Spider-Man series in the comics that the dad left Peter some information on a hidden thing, like a hidden USB drive or whatever, and then he has I don't know how or why, he had some underground. He was in the subway tunnels, and then there was a subway tunnel a wall thing that opened up for him, and he was able to go into an abandoned subway tunnel.
This is a deleted scene?
No, this is comics.
Whoa, what?
No, in the comics, Peter's trying to find out more about his parent because he found that USB thing or whatever, and then he finds the whole abandoned freaking subway station, and he goes in there and it's a lab, and that's how he finds out that he got his powers, because the spider that bit him was being altered by the dad in them, and they used their blood to alter it or whatever, so that's why it was able to graft onto his DNA. And I was like, what?
Hold on, let me go reread this. I missed some parts.
I was like, did I read that correctly? You're using your blood to alter the DNA structure of a spider
to be able to manipulate the DNA structure of your son later in the thing. That's some science.
And I think that was the same series that had. Oh no, it wasn't the same series. It was a different. The Ultimate series was with both Parker and Eddie's dad working on something to get rid of cancer, but then it was actually did something like bad or whatever. I think it was like absorbing people's like bone marrow or whatever, and so they scrapped it. They like put it away, but that ended up being Venom in that Ultimate series. Yeah, dude, it was like all these different
storylines you can go with. That's crazy. Interesting, but yeah, I think that's it for today. I was like, we doomsdayed ourselves out before the doomsday episode, but the doomsday episode is to review the trailer, yeah. So and then we'll go into more lore on that for sure. So yeah, guys, again, I think that is it for today. We are supposed to be in an anime kick, but we went on a tangent today, heavy. I'll change the captions. Psych, like psych, MCU, DCU, you know. So
April Fools,
and we'll definitely touch base with everything. Again, it'll give me more of a chance to catch up on the other stuff that I missed. I still need to finish Lord of the Mysteries, so that was one that I want to make sure I finish because again, he's extensively said how amazing this animation is on like this episode that I have not gotten to, and then One Punch Man is still in the pocket. My Hero's still in the pocket. Saturdays during I don't know wherever you're at. I think it's USA is like midnight to 2:00. I can't remember. And then Sundays is One Punch Man, and then that is all that's dropping weekly at the moment. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I got. And then next week I'm gonna be better at getting more screenshots. I know I missed a couple of like battles that were supposed to happen on Doomsday. We'll talk about that next time. Yeah. So, am I missing something here?
No, he was talking about
okay. No, man. Again, that's again. You weren't here before we even said that. That is the gist of the show, man. You make it happen. We're here to fan service our fans and talk about what they are passionate about, even if it's not the subject that we're talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, I love it. Again. The banter is always there. It's fun. I enjoy it. So that's the whole purpose of the show. So don't feel bad. But yes, I was like, yeah, definitely do not feel bad. But Wolvis, always a great time. Great show. A lot of conversation, and we'll definitely get to some stuff next week.
Yeah.
So y'all be safe, guys. See y'all.
See y'all later. Care. Thank you for joining us.